Hi guys, this is Alexis from Reflections of a Bookaholic here with another plan with me. This is my spread from last week using a kit from Little Miss Papery. I really enjoyed how this came out, but most of all, I really enjoyed the time that I spent with my parents when we went to go visit them last week. So moving on, because I do actually have a lot to talk about. I'm planning for the week of July 29th through August 4th. This week is the SPC Party. SPC stands for Scribble Prints Co. This is the first SPC party that I'm attending, and I'm using this kit that she sent early as part of the swag for the event. This very large ultimate kit. I've never bought an ultimate kit from her shop. I've only bought a mini kit because the kit is so huge, and also the prices is a little bit above what I'm comfortable paying. So this is my first time having an ultimate kit. So I'm going to go through it really quickly because there are going to be some changes that I want to talk about and not have this intro be super long. So going through this kit, we've got full boxes, we've got washi strips and little things, glitter headers, glitter flags, half boxes, circle icons, and an extra full box. We've got bottom washi and date covers. We've got heart checklists, more flags, Monday through Sunday trackers, habit trackers, and circle icons, half box quarter boxes, and some appointment and book labels, heart check boxes, more decorative washi and headers, and then we've got deco half boxes and some work appointment labels, weekend banner, and the flags at the top. So this kit is so huge already. But then when we arrived to the party, because the SPC party has actually already happened, as part of our swag, she gave us some additional things that match this kit. So just pulled out a few things that she sent or gave us. We've got more full boxes. We've got the Once More with Love munchkins. We've got some bottom washi, full boxes for people to kind of mix and match what works and fits for them. We've got some foiled bottom washi, foiled bow headers, foiled date covers, page flags, and foiled icons, and these beautiful bow stickers. So what I'm going to do, because this kit is so huge and I plan on using it for multiple weeks, I'm actually going to use these full boxes that we got in our swag bag, because these full boxes look very much like a party, and I want to save them for New Year's. And because it's an ultimate kit and so huge, I think this spread could actually be used, like this kit could be used like 3 times, but I'm definitely going to use it for 2. I'm just going to pull these out, pull these in, and if you're interested in watching this plan with me, stay tuned and let's get started. So I start off with the page flags at the top. I covered them up because I knew it definitely wasn't going to match the spread. After that, I moved to the date covers. I put down the Monday date cover before I realized that the dates show through from behind the sticker. So for the rest of them, I whited out the date before putting down the date covers. After I put down the date covers and wrote in the dates, I realized that I didn't know exactly how I wanted to do the bottom washi. What I ended up doing was taking bits of the bottom washi that came with this pre-ship kit and then matched it with some of the swag that we got when we arrived to the party. And then I had to cut down the washi that came with the kit. And that's how I worked it out. And so during this time, I'm just kind of like doing everything but, because I'm still trying to figure it out. And so I moved to the sidebar a little bit, just kind of piecing everything together as I go. A little bit about my planning style. I call this planner my reflection planner. So everything that goes in this planner has already happened. Typically I plan every day and record every day. However, sometimes when I'm out of town or things are going on or I want things to look a certain way, I might wait toward the end of the week to record, which is what I did this week. I call this planner my reflection planner because everything that goes in it has already happened. I think I said that. But specifically, I use it more than for memories, and that's why I call it reflection planner. But I use it to manage my time, my anxiety, and to hold myself accountable, of course, but to be realistic. I am an attorney and I work with children. A lot of my clients are children, minors. And when things come up with my clients, I just kind of have to sometimes pick up and just take care of the situation because they're minors. I don't expect them to come to me in my office. I often go to them. And then my lists, my to-do lists and things like that become less of a priority, and handling whatever emergency situation is more of a priority. But sometimes, well, what would happen is I would look at my to-do list and feel like, man, I got nothing done this week. And so I started having to write down what I actually did to so I was putting less pressure on myself, but still holding myself accountable to getting things done. But I could see, okay, you're putting too much on your plate. This is not realistic with the kind of clientele you have and your life and things like that. So let's adjust here, let's adjust there. And that's what I use this planner for. A couple of years ago, I started using stickers because it was fun. And that's kind of how it's evolved to this, what it is now. After I did the introductory flags, date covers, and bottom washi, I moved to the sidebar. My sidebar this week is very similar to what I typically do. There was a photo booth at the party, and I cut down, it's one of those where you get like the 3 pictures, and I just cut down one, and I put it in the full box instead of a quote, and just kind of those are people that older friends that I had before I got to the party, and new friends that I made at the party that we just really clicked and bonded. At this point, I've been to small planner meetups, local planner meetups. I've been to like medium-sized ones that are like 150, maybe 100 people. And then I've been to Go Wild, which is huge, and then the SPC Party. And I can honestly say that the SPC Party is like no other meetup. It really is like a big party with great food. And I'll talk more about it as it comes up, but I was very pleasantly surprised, and I think Andrea did an amazing job, and there's no way that the ticket sales covered everything that she did, and I was just really impressed with her generosity. So back to the sidebar, after I put down the picture of me and my friends, I then build up my sidebar very similar to what I typically do. This week I only tracked reading, not working out. And I was also reading The Eye of Minds by James Dashner. James Dashner, or Dasher, which one? I can't remember. He also wrote The Maze Runner, which is also a movie. And I read the whole Maze Runner series, and it was really good. And it had these twists and turns, and this who is the bad guy and what's real and all this other stuff. And The Eye of Minds was kind of like that. And because I read the Maze Runner series, it didn't really surprise me as much. Like the super big twist at the end that goes to the second book, and bigger than a cliffhanger kind of thing. And so it was good, but I probably won't keep going with the series because I've just kind of been there, done that with the Maze Runner. Moving to Monday, I start off by putting down a circle icon from the kit, the alarm clock, to note that I had an early start. And I put down the justice scales from Once More with Love to note that I had docket call. And I then put down, and I think this is bigger than a quarter box and smaller than a half box, but a box. Just to kind of note that I had a motion and a hearing to address that motion that I did that morning. Super quick. And at this point, we're just getting back in town from visiting my parents, and very, very reluctantly, I needed to go out of town and visit some clients. So I put down a glitter header from the kit, and then I wrote down On the Road Again, and I put this sticker from Oddlube, the kind of the waving the white flag, giving up sticker, because at this point, poor Jacob, he's exhausted, and my husband often, when he has the time, he drives me to my visits when they're that far out of town. So the whole family got in the car again, and I ended up in Houston and needed to do a couple visits. Really, I had a visit in Houston and then a visit in the midway point closer in. But I just used a circle icon from the kit to note the visit, and I just put Houston to make things simpler. I then followed up with a full box, a beautiful full box from the kit, and then put down a little things sticker to note that we ate leftovers. And of course, at this point, we're all exhausted, so I put the beauty sleep sticker from Little Indigo Papery. Moving to Tuesday, I put down the exhausted, that's what I used her for, girl from Glam Planner. I think that's Polka, and I really, really like these from Glam Planner. Polka and Dot, I think. I put down a glitter header. I cut down a checklist to note that I did Jacob's routine, and I needed to handle some calls. I had been out of town, and I needed to catch up and call people back and just kind of do the things that I needed to do when it comes to that. I put down a circle icon from the kit, and now that I think about it, I feel like the phone sticker that I put down is facing the wrong way, and it's really been bothering me ever since, but I literally haven't changed it. I just leave it. But I think it should go the other way. I don't know why I did that. I put down an appointment label to note that I had some discussions. Discussions on cases, catching up, talking about plans, things like that, strategy. I had a hearing that Work Girl is from Let's Plan It. I then put down a sticker from Grin and Bear to note that I then spent time that evening with Jacob, just kind of cuddling, doing whatever he wanted, and just kind of like not thinking. The relaxed sticker at the very bottom is from Stick With Me Shop. After that, I update the sidebar and move to Wednesday. Wednesday, I put down a circle icon from the kit as well to note that I did Jacob's routine and drop off. I put down a quarter box. I struggled to get it straight, but I put down a quarter box to note that I had mediation, and that group sticker, which is really one of my favorite stickers from Happy Dia Stickers. I then put down a work header from the kit, and then a heart check box, also from the kit, to note a few things I did while waiting around at mediation. Mediation can be a very long, slow process. So I made some calls, very few, because mediation is really not the place for calls. It was like the last day for me to do my download for Planner Press, the dash box. So I needed to download everything. I answered some emails and followed up on some things that I needed answers to, or people needed things from me. I put down that full box right before that, because I knew that was the perfect full box for that day. After that, I met my husband at Mandola's, and it was just me and him, and we both had things to do afterwards, but we just kind of met up to kind of just have some just 30 minutes of just time with us, and not with the screaming, attention needing kid. After that, we separated. I went and I picked up Jacob, and I went and got groceries, and I went home and cooked. Very domestic today. Moving on to Thursday, I start off by putting a today header. I'm starting to realize that I really like headers at the top of my boxes, whether it's glitter headers or whatever. I just don't really like starting off without anything. Very random thought, but I've learned that recently about myself. I put down a calculator to note that I needed to do billing. It's the first after all. I cut down a heart check box and noted a few things I needed to do. I did emails. I needed to enroll. I had to work on school enrollment because we were switching over Jacob's speech therapy, and there's a process to that. I needed to go to the bank. And then I put down a quarter box and also added a washi strip to that to just kind of add something to it. And then I put a speech therapy sticker from Love Shira to note that I took Jacob to speech therapy. Then I put down that wonderful emoji from the Coffee Monsters Co. to note that we had tacos for dinner. I love tacos. And at this point, what we can see, and I'm very irritated even as I'm saying that, is my pen is starting to skip. And I realized that, I only have like 2 Inkjoy pens that don't skip at this point, and I realize I'm at the end of the line with this one, and it's just really my pet peeve with Inkjoys. I really love how they write, but they're way too expensive to start skipping like every single one of them. I cleaned up my office, mostly my desk. That sticker is from Love Shira. For work, I needed to complete the billing, and then while I did that, I watched Glee, which tends to be a go-to for me when I don't know, growing up, I really enjoyed musicals. So for me, Glee and the singing, I really like it, even if it's the same over and over and over again. Typically, when I watch a show like that, I tend to just follow the storyline. So if I'm following like Kurt and Kurt and Blaine, I only watch listen to the songs in the parts dealing with them. And then if it's Rachel, so it's just a really weird thing. I don't watch them straight through. So on Friday, which is kind of the first day of the SPC party, I saw that some people were getting together. Just in the Facebook group, we're talking about things they were getting in town and wanting to meet up. So I met up with some people at Bakery Lorraine, and it was my first time being there. It's in the Domain, and I didn't know anyone. And we sat down and we talked for a little bit, and it was kind of fun. That sticker is from, at the top, is from Toffee Bananas, which is now Papershire. And then it was great fun. So after I left there to go get a massage at Hiatus, then I came back to the Hotel Van Zandt, which was the hotel that the event was in. And the thing about that hotel, which was a surprise to me, is that for happy hour, they have free drinks for anybody. So we were all sitting in the lobby. We all realized it at the same time, picking up our swag, talking to each other, and having free margaritas, multiple. It was fabulous. Great time. Then after that was over, we were all kind of tipsy and hungry or needing some real food. So we went to El Dorado. We were on Rainy Street. So we just walked up Rainy and went and got some Mexican food, and then just kind of came back to the hotel and chilled and talked more. Very fun. So I then went back home because I wasn't staying in the hotel. And for Saturday, I had an early start. I started off by having coffee in my office and kind of just pitter-pattering on the internet. But first, coffee stickers from Stick With Me Shop. And then I put down the movie marquee to use that sticker to not note the actual SPC party. I followed up with the full box because I was trying to take up a chunk of time. And then I cut down a heart checklist just to kind of note, just a reminder about the party. And just the food was great. It was a full buffet of barbecue and very Texas-like, and just it was full desserts and full drinks, and not alcoholic, but I was really surprised. You could get completely full. And when you get there, there's a lot of swag at the table, and you're kind of sorting things out between your table mates and talking and getting to know each other. And other people are giving out swaps and walking around and meeting people. And you go eat, and there was plenty of food, and there wasn't lines because there were the buffet tables, 6 or 7. It felt like maybe even more or maybe less, I don't know, but you didn't ever have to wait because they were all complete buffet tables with everything set up all over the kind of lobby of that section And then we would talk and eat and talk some more, and then we would stop and do giveaways and then hang out some more. It was a blast for it to be really, there wasn't a lot planned. It was just fun. And so after that, we did the happy hour at the hotel again with the free margaritas. We went to the EC store, and then we had a bunch of us went and had Thai at Tycoon in the Domain. My friend Crystal, she owns Addie Bell & Co. I have a code down below. She stayed with me that night, so we came back and kind of talked and chilled and woke up and had coffee and talked planners and, made plans and things like that. Then I put down, I don't even, that coffee sticker, that really large one, it looks so much better in my planner. I don't know if you can see how cute it looks on the video, but it's so cute. That is from Create with Pen. Then we had some friends, the Masons, came over. We took them to brunch. We went to 24 Diner, which is a favorite, and I believe we rocked their world. Like, that is, you can't lose with that. I put down a full box to take up some room because we kind of chilled and hung out. And then I noted that we all took a nap. Family that naps together stays together. I did some meal planning. I planned my week, and we just had family time for the rest of the night. And that was my week. And it was honestly one of the best weeks of the year. Very relaxing, very fun. Made new friends. The party was amazing. And for only $150, I really feel like there's just, you got so much for that. Like, I definitely got more than my money's worth. Thank you so much, Andrea. I'll see you next week, everybody. Bye.